Hi, my name is Giovanna. Um, Today is my first time YouTubing. I've never done this a day in my life, but I just feel like a sense of urgency just to start documenting my progress. I've been on a little bit about me. I've been on a spiritual journey for about maybe 2 years. I was just fighting and slaying demons. And finally, I got to this point where I'm just smiling and I just feel so optimistic about life and I understand manifestation a little bit more. So I just want to document it and make sure that I don't miss my own story. So hopefully more people will get tuned in and also maybe I could be an inspiration to other people because like what's the point of living if you can't affect at least one person? So well, a little bit about me. I'm from California. I was born and raised in California. Um, I lived with my mom and dad my whole life until I was like maybe 16. Then my mom, she decided to move to Barstow. We went there for a year where I met beautiful people. And then we moved back home to LA, Watts, uh, California with my dad. And I think that's where life became real. Um, it wasn't this little bubble that they had created for me. It was more so, this is life. What are you gonna do? And because they had sheltered me so much as a child, or I wouldn't just put the blame on them, just the environment we was in, it wasn't, to me at least, it wasn't traumatic. It was normal to me. We went to school. We had a store that we can walk to, and nobody thought about getting shot or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't my reality. But when I went to LA, I started to understand that black people don't like black people, and Mexicans don't like black people, and um, white people don't like black people, and it was different to me. So I just always felt like, why we just can't all get along? But that still wasn't my reality. I still didn't, I got a glimpse of it, but I didn't fully understand it to the extent of which it is. So I would say, like, we went back to Watts. Um, I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter, and I got like this Xena warrior princess kind of mentality to like if you challenge me, I will fucking slay it. Like there's no such thing as quit. It's like you'll just give me motivation if you tell me I can't do something. So I got an apartment, two apartments. Um, I was working. I was able to go out and enjoy life, do it. Like not that I was traveling or anything, but I was comfortable with what I was able to do for myself at the age of 21, 22 with a child. And at the time, I trusted people that meant me no good, and I didn't see it because my heart was in the right place, so I don't regret it. It was just their heart wasn't in the right place, so God had to remove them off of my chessboard. That's how I look at it. But anyways, I had my daughter. I moved to Vegas. After a while, I helped my mom get our first house because we had lived in apartments like our whole life, and I just wanted to be able to say I lived in my with my family in a home. Like we had a house, like everyone had their own rooms, and that just felt really good. Um, I end up moving back. As you can see, like I there's no structure at this point. There's like back and forth, back and forth. Okay. But anyways, I moved back to California after being in Vegas helping my mom, and I went back to what they call the projects. Okay. So this guy that I knew from high school, I had dated already. I just felt like this is who I want to be with. This is who I want to help build up. This is who I want to help build me up, you know? And I just had these high expectations of him that, you know, maybe he is capable of meeting. However, he just haven't met them yet. Okay. So, um, yeah, I get off track thinking about that. But anyways, maybe he'll meet him one day. Who knows? But right now, I'm on my journey. I met this guy, and there was so many red flags that should have just prevented. Like, you should have said, "Stop! Stop! 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 Stop!" But I didn't listen to myself. Um, I just want to save everybody. So I ended up having kids with this person, and that was a whole nother story. We'll talk about that another day. But it wasn't what I wanted at all. And I don't regret it because I love my kids. Like, I love my babies. They are everything. But I just wish I would have listened to them signs. Yeah? I moved back to Vegas once I found out that I was having a son because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to raise a son in a project. No, that's destined for him to fail. I want him to have a chance. So I moved to Nevada, and then I was working and everything with my I had my apartment. My daughter was there. She was going to school. And then a year later, almost a year later, I get pregnant again. And the same traumatic situation that happened the first pregnancy happens again, and I don't even know it. But that's another day, another story. Um, so I'm like in this really like depressed state. Like, I've had family members pass away. I haven't dealt with that. Um, I'm having issues with myself, not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy because I'm going through postpartum. So I send my daughter to stay with her dad so that I can just get myself together without her seeing me go through the struggles of postpartum. Then he keeps my daughter from me, okay? Like, he doesn't want to bring her to Vegas to see me. He doesn't want to let me know where she stay. Now, I get it. I may be a lot sometime while my where I was because I felt like you were challenging me. When I asked you to help with our child, it shouldn't be a big issue. We should just fucking do it. And I don't ask for much, you guys. Not at all. But that's another story for another day. Anyways, he was trying to keep her away from me. I didn't know where she lived, so we had to basically communicate like we're cellmates. I had to send her bird calls, like, Kalia, what school you go to? And she's like, Mom. And I'm like, good job, girl. But anyways, so I get my baby back, and he thought that she was gonna come back. No, I'm the mother. Okay, she's gonna be with me. So I get my baby back, and we're living in Vegas still. Stayed out there for about 5 years, and things were just not progressing for me. I didn't feel like I was growing. I felt like I was kind of like uh, a seed that was ready to sprout its roots, but it was like this. blockage over me. Like, and one day I just got tired. I just got so tired. So like, I was just like, I could try something different. Because what I'm doing right now is not working for me. It's it's done. Living in Vegas right now is done. So I made a decision that okay, I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I gotta get out of here. So I started to heal this. My kid's father, we were living together barely. He'll come when it was convenient for him, whatever. And that just left me feeling empty. But that's another story for another day. Um, that just left me feeling empty. So one day my sister, she offered me to come stay with her, and I took that offer. I didn't know how I was gonna do anything. Like I was so scared. I'm like, how I'm gonna leave my kids? I've never been away from them more than 2 days. Like how I'm gonna leave my little babies? Like I brought my daughter with me, but how I'm gonna leave my two little babies? Like they still need me when they go to sleep, and I still need them. You know, I was scared, and then I realized it's mental. That feeling I was feeling was mental, and I can alter that to make me feel like that Xena warrior princess and say, hey, I got a challenge right now. And yes, I love my kids, so this is what I'm doing this for. So let me get back into my Xena mode and accomplish this shit. And I came out here. Within the first week and a half, I was working. I put myself into school because I wanted to become a CNA to the job that I do already. Guess what? It's the same work as a CNA, but it's gonna boost my money up. So that's my first chip, my chess move, you know, to secure some type of income. Because next I have to make sure that I, from that income, produce some kind of product so that I can sell and be able to make sure that whether I lose hours or another corona hit, anything happens, guess what? Me and mine are gonna be okay. And then I'm gonna grow from that. Also, I was like, I know I'm not gonna be able to stay with like family too long because that doesn't work forever. I love my family, but that doesn't work forever. So one day I'm just scrolling online, something just says, I didn't bring you out here for anything. So I'm like, let me just try it. I applied for this place, and before I applied for it, I screenshot it on my phone, and I'm like, if this is meant for me, this is mine. I live at whoop de whoop 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 whoop, and I got approved. Now I ain't saying that this gonna work for everybody, cause it depends on how much you believe in yourself. And trust me, believing in myself did not come overnight. Questioning and doubting myself, that took a while to stop doing. That was that was me fighting myself. You know, that was like the hardest thing. But once I put that self doubt and realized everything I've done up until this point has got me through, I don't need to doubt myself or worry about what nobody else got to say about me. Because I know, like, I'm doing it the right way. My heart is in it for the right reason. So, I just want to document, like, I don't care if this get one view. I really don't care about the money. I just, or fame or being popular. Because I'm really, like, in my shell, like, you know? Um, over time, I'll start to see my progression, and you will too. That'll be awesome to look back and be like, oh, look at how I look. But I just want to document myself and be authentic with you guys. Something resonates with you. I'm not here to battle with anyone's ego. I might talk about things on here that you like, she don't know what she's talking about. Well, educate me. Or maybe we just have two different perspectives of how we're looking at things. But I don't want no negativity. Please. I am you and you are me individually. Okay? Well, it was nice talking to everybody. I hope somebody receives this with an open heart. And the message that I'm just trying to give is don't ever settle. If your spirit, your soul tell you it's time to get up and move, it don't matter how crazy it might look to anybody else in the world. Like, fuck them. They're not you. They don't know what you feel in your body. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever doubt yourself. It's gonna be scary as fuck, y'all. I swear to God. But guess what? If I believe in you enough to tell you my story, then you should believe in yourself enough to do it for yourself. Don't ever sit still for nobody. Don't ever wait for a man to move with you. Don't ever wait for a woman to move with you. And when I say move with you, I mean move through life with you. Because sometimes your journey is not their journey. And the more that you sit back and procrastinate and wait for somebody to tell you when it's okay for you to go, you're gonna feel empty, you're gonna feel stuck. And that's not an example that you want to set for yourself or the people around you. And until the next time, peace and love. And my name is Giovanna. I'm also Internet Goddess Candle Company. Also, Internet underscore Goddess 888. That's my Instagram where I display my thoughts and also products that I have to sell.